Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at the HEC WIN550UB Power Supply. What's included is a power cable, a 24 to 20 pin motherboard adapter for older 20 pin ATX motherboards, user's manual, 4 screws for mounting the power supply in the case, 2 Velcro straps, and the power supply. This particular product comes in 3 different wattages: 420, 480, and 550. Today I'm looking at the 550 watt model, and it's enough power for most of today's computer systems. Now, how is this wattage determined? Well, to understand that, you need to know what rails are. Rails are basically well-regulated transformers which convert domestic current into the voltages that your computer system can use. And there are essentially 2 different rails, the 3.3/5 volt and the 12 volt rail. In this particular case, the approximate maximum peak output of the 3.3/5 volt rail is 240 watts and the 12 volt is 300 watts, which is essentially how the wattage of this power supply is determined. The 3.3/5 volt rail is responsible for the motherboard, memory, PCI cards, AGP card, and so on, while the 12 volt rail is responsible for the hard drives, DVD, CD-ROM, fans, etc. Also, some might be interested to know the peak amps on each rail. Well, the plus 3.3 volt is 32 amps and the plus 5 volt is 38 amps. Now, while many power supplies still only have 1 plus 12 volt rail, this power supply has 2. The plus 12 volt one is 18 amps and the plus 12 volt 2 is 17 amps. This ATX 12 volt power supply meets all the new environmental standards, today's latest testing procedures, and protection. Now, there are a couple of important factors to note when purchasing a power supply, and that's its efficiency and does it have active PFC. It's recommended to get a power supply that's at least 80% efficient or better under typical load. This model has an efficiency of around 75% or better. As for APFC, or active power factor correction, this is something that also assists the power supply in being more efficient and therefore stable under load. APFC basically reduces total harmonics, corrects input voltage, and it allows for full input range. Unfortunately, this power supply does not have active PFC. Now, let's have a closer look at this power supply. Right away, you'll notice that it has a gloss paint finish and a large 120 millimeter blue LED fan. This fan will provide ample cooling, and there are also lots of ventilation holes. Here's the power cable connection, power switch, and the voltage switch. This power supply has lots of leads and they're all sleeved. This means it will cut down all the cable mess and increase airflow inside the case. Also, the 4-pin Molex leads use easy grip connectors. Finally, have a listen to the 120 millimeter fan. This power supply has what's important, and that's very clean, stable, reliable power, and it's quiet with that 120 millimeter fan. It also looks very good, but it's not modular, it does not have active PFC, and it might be a little limiting in the wattage department if you have a super high-end gaming computer, but overall it's a great product. Again, my name is Rodney Reynolds. This has been another video review. Be sure to check back very soon. I will have a brand new one for you then. Also pop into my website at www.3dgameman.com, and while you're there, you can go into the forums and register. And remember, registration is completely free. Also keep in mind, you can find out a lot more on this product in the forums. And as a final note, if you love watching my video reviews, please remember to help support 3dgameman.com. If you wish to support, please visit support3gm.com. Until next time, take care. This ATX version 12 version AFPC basically reduces total harmonics. High gloss finish. It's not super high gloss, but it's really high gloss. It's glossy. And it's a while.